Okay. Getting ready to jump. Running away from this Starborn Helix guy.
Grav drive spinning down. Systems green.
Oh, he followed us. Aha! I was unaware of that. I don't want to kill him. Can I not?
Our grav jump system's fried, Captain.
So I have to fight him.
You should have surrendered the artifact when you had the
Grav
chance.
jump fully repaired.
Oh, is it?
Grav jump system flatlined. Systems green.
Well, that's not enough time for me to get stuff ready. Right? Like, it immediately right when I spawned. No, just pick. I don't care. Anywhere. I'm pressing set course. Why is it not just letting me jump? I'm trying to get to space where there's, you know, guard ships.
About you,
Get
but
tired
I've
of
never
it.
heard of these Starborn. Speculation part of my brain is in overdrive. We need to regroup at the lodge immediately. Tell Noel to analyze the data off the ship's sensors. Everyone's going to want to weigh in on this.
Agreed, we should not delay.
Okay, so they didn't follow me this time. I don't know why, but they followed me jumping the other time.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, we're being chased and attacked, so you'll have to wait. I turned down the sound effects, and it's still, when I look over at the recording, it's...
Navigational feedback checks out.
Welcome to
We're in the
UC
right
space.
place.
Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlanta.
It's still a lot of, like, sound effects, like the ship that is being grabbed. I don't get it. It's like turning stuff down doesn't matter.
If it were not for the lodge, I think I would avoid this city. It is all just too much.
Your mouth isn't moving while you're talking. Let's go back into settings. Audio. I still want there to be effects. I just don't want booming effects. Right? I can't shoot at the ground because I might have guards come after me. That's typically how I test it.
If nothing else, Constellation does have excellent lodging.
Alright, everybody. Adding a new piece. No one comments on it. Noelle?
How is Neon? Are you okay?
Have any strange ships appear in orbit?
No.
Oh, okay, well, need you to look at the data from my ship sensors.
Okay. I'll start transferring the data over now. Let me just bring it up on here at the table. Is that a prototype? No, that material isn't anything we... What the... Everyone, come take a look at this.
And possibly blocking their spot to their seats, huh?
That's no faction vessel or Crimson Fleet. Secret military tech, maybe?
No United Colonies Admiral approved that starship design.
They call themselves the Starborn. Demanded we hand over the artifact. Like we were children, playing with their parents' things.
What do people know? Any offshoot groups go by that name?
None in any corner of the settled systems I've seen. Maybe a distant human colony finally popping its head up? Another house for Rune?
I very much doubt that.
We ignoring the obvious here? A heretofore unknown group who just happens to know about the artifacts. I'm just gonna say it. Intelligent alien life, or extra-dimensional beings. The original creators from the furthest fringes of space.
Or beyond even that. Is the metaphor of avenging angels coming down to keep humanity from forbidden knowledge not apt here?
So, we have a lot of theories, but nothing concrete. Except that they're after the artifacts, and they're willing to take them by force.
I mean, these two make the most sense. They were acting like they were judging us. Barrett. They aren't human-made. We'll go with Mateo on this one.
Or what Walter said. They were acting like a parent. Worried their children are playing with something they don't understand.
So, they're strong-arming us for our own good? That doesn't sound very divinely benevolent to me.
Some glints of shine in the dark. Ready to hand them out as soon as you please.
I already added it. She's going back to the ship because that's where she's set to. That's the end of Starborn. Wow.
I'd like to talk to you about something when you have the chance.
I know everyone
It's been quieter around
wants
here
to
ever
talk
since
to me.
Vladimir went to live on the Eye full time.
Vladimir's right there. I guess we'll do some activities. Speak with Walter?
Curious feeling, knowing that you've seen something that no one else has. That you know something no one else does.
You okay, after that ambush by the Starborn?
Not my first time in a hostile negotiation, as you well know. Admittedly, I usually know more about who I'm facing off against. I'm very interested in what Noel can learn from the scans. The technology on that ship was impressive, to say the least. If there's a chance, we could learn enough to duplicate some of it.
There's the entrepreneur I know. But yeah, it wouldn't hurt to even the playing field.
That's certainly true. And it also wouldn't hurt to give Stroud Eklund an advantage in the marketplace.
Okay. So, about that Sebastian Banks speech.
Oh, right. I was afraid you were going to bring that up again. Very well. Let's see if I embarrass myself or not. My colleagues, I venture out into the darkness of space once again. Many of you have expressed concern. At my age, you say, surely the risks are too great. Surely Sebastian Banks has earned a rest.
Nonsense, I say. To go out into the unknown, to brave the possibility of never coming back, to ignite the spark of hope that humanity will find answers out there in the stars, that is all I have ever wanted. If this last expedition is my time, then I say I have been fortunate. I have been fortunate to leave surrounded by people who could not be more different from one another, but who share a common purpose. That, dare I say, I am fortunate my soul has a home it can always come back to. And that was the last thing Sebastian Banks ever said in the lodge before he disappeared. And Constellation has been waiting for him to come home ever since.
Okay, so they still think he may be alive. No.
Until next time.
We're not gonna do your quest, buddy.
Yes? Back to it then.
We'll get to that later. Barrett?
I'm all ears.
Mind if I ask you some personal questions?
Please, go on.
Nope, nothing new.
No worries.
Sam?
The galaxy's too big to be stuck in the same place. I'm up for a
Spend so
little
much
adventure.
time looking at the scans. I can see star systems orbiting in my head.
Mind if I ask you some personal questions?
Ask away. Ask away.
Already asked him all this. Vladimir?
You had a hell of a shake, getting bullied in the void. Starborn sure know how to make an entrance. Ready to head back out there? The Eye can help you find the artifacts, but I'm afraid she's blind to our new competitor.
How many more artifacts do you think there are out there?
No telling the exact number, but they're getting harder to find. Got some equipment, repairs, and upgrades on the making do list. The Eye's straining to her limits these days.
All right. I don't want to follow up on these yet.
I'll hold on to these charts until you're ready then.
Because that's going to be a main questy thing.
It's good to be out and about.
I don't want to
stuffy sometimes.
do any of the main quest stuff because I want to keep them in their own videos. Wow, look at how he sleeps. Walter, you know you got a blanket, right? And that you can take your shoes off. Noelle?
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
Any thoughts on the Starborn?
You mean what could be the biggest discovery in the history of humanity? Yeah, I've got some thoughts. Scans are still inconclusive, but I think we've seen enough to know that we're dealing with something potentially even more unusual than the artifacts. There are so many questions beyond just who are they? How did they find you? How do they know about the artifacts? Why has no one ever seen them before?
Okay. It's okay to be worried.
Yeah, well, I'm worried whether or not it's okay. It was one thing when this was just about us investigating the artifacts. A weird phenomenon that didn't come with creepy threats or questions about aliens or whatever it is that's going on now. I know we'll figure it all out in the end. It's just kind of a lot right now.
All right, well, I have some organic resources for you.
Anything I can learn from is a help.
Maybe. Do I? Adhesive? Sap? Ornamental material?
Stay safe, okay?
Sure. Matt, this isn't your room. Isn't your room next door to my room? That is your room. Get up.
This is all exciting, but there's really a lot of pressure on us, isn't there? We have to get this right.
You really think the Starborn could be something like avenging angels?
There's certainly precedent, isn't there? We've been operating for a while now on the fringes of what humans, know and understand. Why rule anything out? I just think we should be open-minded. Keep everything on the table.
Okay. Well, you're right. We shouldn't make any assumptions.
It's just like the artifacts. The more we learn, the more we can start narrowing things down. It's the argument I have with Walter every other week. Science and reason have their place, but so does faith. We have all of them at our disposal, and I don't for 1 second believe they're mutually exclusive. Take care of yourself.
Okay. Well, I guess now we can finally go talk to Sarah. See what she's been wanting.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship. How have you been?
Good.
Yes? Something you need?
You wanted me to talk to you.
Sure, go ahead.
Didn't she?
Talk to you later.
She's been saying, can you talk to me? Since we were being chased, but she has nothing to say? Well, then I guess that's it for Starborn.